Talking Canberra.
Oh, my. I'm the unsilent majority, big mouth.
All right, time to talk federal politics. This time we're joined, well, I won't say a new guest, but it's been a while since we've spoken to him, the member for Bean, Dave Smith. G'day, Dave.
Morning, Stephen. How are you?
Very, very well. Now, I want to, before we move on to some things that you've been doing in Bean, the Vinnie CEO Sleep Out, the fundraising is now wrapped up for another year. I didn't realise this was your 10th year.
It is, Stephen. I'm not quite the longest stayer, but it's been 10 years in a row now.
That's not a bad effort, and you've raised over $40,000 in that time, so, you know, a significant chunk to help homeless people here in Canberra. And look, I always say it's in a town like Canberra, we shouldn't have the homeless problem we do. But, you know, I mean, with services like Vinnie's out there, at least, we're going some way to combating the problem, but still a lot of work needs to be done.
Look, that's very true. Often homelessness is hidden in Canberra, and yet per capita we've got one of the greatest challenges across the country. And I think often the work the Vinnie Sleep Out does just in raising awareness and bringing people together who are interested in coming up with solutions is as important as also the fundraising itself.
No doubt about that, that's for sure. Now, I want to talk about an initiative that you've been undertaken in Bean. Tell us about the Growing Up in Bean event that you ran last week.
Oh, there you go. This is an event we've run a few times, Stephen, and there's an edge to it which you're probably not going to be surprised by, which is it might involve politicians getting a bit too close to babies.
Right.
But what we try and do with a number of groups is just try and find an easy way to bring service providers from both the federal government and from ACT government in the one place, so that young families can ask them easy questions without actually having to go to Access Canberra or go to Services Australia itself. So it's sort of it's a way of trying to make it demystify some of the services that young Canberrans should have access to, and we've done that at South Point, and we're hoping to run another session at Coolman Court probably in the next couple of months.
Okay. Now, and as a part of this, you've also put together a young families kit. Is this something that provides all of that information that would otherwise be disseminated at this Growing Up in Bean event?
Yeah, that's right, Stephen. Because I guess what we've found, and it's the same with for senior Canberrans too, is that it's actually hard to find information that you need in the one place, and so I guess you have to possibly go across half a dozen sort of websites to try and find information of particular use. And so what we've done is actually bring it together in the one place.
I like the idea of this because, I mean, politicians forever and a day have been handing out those, fridge magnets around about election time with a bunch of phone numbers on them, which is all great and it's important information to have. But there's a lot more to it than that. I mean, picking up the phone is not necessarily always as easy as it might seem. Having all of those services in one place, I think, is a brilliant idea. How often? So you're looking at doing another one at Coolman Court. How often would you like to do this?
I think our preference would be to try and do it about three or four times a year. Just trying to work out how we can ensure all parts of the electorate are covered. And as I said, Stephen, we do something very similar for senior Canberrans, and we pull a lot of providers and advocates together for the same sort of purposes. The other thing is, Stephen, as you know, it's often quite intimidating to actually have to go into a government office and try and ask those questions in that sort of environment.
No doubt about that. And your electorate, of course, is the geographically the biggest one of the three in Canberra, which I imagine makes these kind of things even more important.
Yeah, definitely. And the demographics are changing too. So Molonglo Valley certainly a much younger part of the electorate, but also knowing that there's a new generation starting to come through in the Tuggeranong Valley too.
Dave, good to talk to you, mate. We'll catch up again soon.
Thanks, Stephen. Have a great day.
You too. All the best. Dave Smith, the member for Bean.